Hey Catalina, thank you so much for purchasing this chakra healing session with me. So I will go ahead and get right into it and get started. So again, Catalina Falla Ocampo, date of birth 10/1/1988. So I will start with the chakra stones, just to if to see if I can pick up any messages, anything from the chakra stones, and to see if to define which ones are unbalanced and stuff like that. So we have the crown, third eye, heart, and the root and the solar plexus. So basically, all of them right now are almost blocked, except for your throat and your sacral chakra. So with your crown, I've been seeing that you've been overthinking a lot of things, and that it's been keeping you from seeing things clearly, or from taking initiative, or taking the first step and advancing in life, and taking a a leap of faith, and having the confidence, and having the the confidence of your you know having that self-esteem, that again, that confidence, that value of self, knowing that you're worthy of anything. And this stems from your heart chakra and your root chakra, where you have past shadows, or past roots from the past that is still stemmed in your heart and in your root chakra, and where it causes you to overthink these areas in your life, because of the still of some blockages that you might be experiencing in your heart chakra, due to the fears or to the roots that have stemmed from the past in your life. All right, so I'm gonna put them right here so you can still see them. And we're gonna go ahead and start talking about this, and hopefully we can go a little more in depth with the cards. So the way that we're gonna do this, I'm gonna go start from the bottom, from the root chakra, and I'm just gonna work my way up, for one card for each chakra. And I have 3 decks, so one card from each deck to help me. And I'm gonna use angels and ancestors oracle deck to help me clarify, and then also the surrendering card. So this card is going to kind of help you know what do you need to surrender in order to help you balance out these chakras. All right, so let's go right into it. So Catalina Falla Ocampo. All right, root chakra. What does Catalina Falla Ocampo need to know in regards to her root? Ooh! The deck just kind of flew out of my hand, and again, it went back to the self-worth, and the same thing that I was talking about, is needing to let go of the fear of rejection, needing to let things fall apart, letting things to fall into place, needing to not be afraid of the rejection of what you're going to receive in the world, and being more having more gratitude towards what you're being shown, having more gratitude towards the lessons, knowing that you're going through it for a certain reason, to help you kind of find more of your self-worth. So root chakra, what do we need to Catalina Falla Ocampo, root chakra. Yep, so we have complacency, root chakra. Let me just pull the cards for the rest, so that way I don't waste my time in just pulling cards. Root, so the sacral, root, sacral, solar plexus, please, solar plexus. Heart chakra. Throat chakra, please. Thank you. Third eye chakra, please. Third eye. Ooh, that's too many cards, but I'm gonna leave it there. Third eye, crown chakra, please. Ooh, your thoughts are everywhere right now. They're bouncing off the wall. There's a need to spend more time in prayer. There's a need to spend more time in meditation. There's a need to spend more time with yourself, so that you can see the limits that life has to offer, so that you create lemonade out of those limits, so that you create, co-create with the universe and the reality that you desire, instead of just keep looking out the window and daydreaming, because it seems that you've been daydreaming a lot, or been contemplating and wanting to do things, or so there's a need to kind of take the initiative. Again, like how I was saying, is like you kind of lack confidence and initiative and taking action and setting foot out of your comfort zone. So then I'm just going to pull the cards to clarify each of the chakras. So root chakra. Guidance, place, root chakra, one card for the root chakra, please clarify. Root chakra. Thank you. Sacral chakra, please. Sacral chakra. Thank you. Solar plexus chakra, please. Solar plexus, clarify. Solar plexus, please. Thank you. Heart chakra, please. Heart chakra. Thank you. Throat chakra, please. Throat chakra, please clarify the throat chakra. Thank you. Third eye chakra, please clarify the third eye. Thank you. Crown chakra now. And under the deck, we got guardian angel. You are not alone. Yeah, there's a need to embrace the energy. It seems like your guides have been trying to send a lot of energy towards your way, to help you through these changes, or help you in navigating through each stage of these chakra system. To help you feel like you're not alone, or to help you cope with this stuff. Because all of these are, as the chakra are, the 7 laws of the universe. And in order to have a blissful life on earth, we need to abide or go through these 7 laws of the universe, which is the chakras, and where, I am, I create, I act, all those things. Root chakra, please. Can I get a card to clarify root chakra? Thank you. Sacral. Thank you. That's too many. Sacral, solar plexus, please. One, please. Solar plexus. Thank you. Heart chakra. Thank you. Throat chakra. Third eye. All right, so now I pulled out the cards, and then under the deck we have surrender your need to always be right. I feel like you don't take in tough criticism or tough love, or maybe even criticism overall. It's okay to accept criticism, or be open to healing information, to be open to transforming yourself, because others can teach us a lot of things. So give others the gifts of letting them to be right by yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. All right, so let's go into your root chakra. So we have complacency. Again, how I was talking about there's still a lot in your root chakra that needs to be clear. There is a lot of old things, a lot of old seeds, a lot of old crops, a lot of old roots, a lot of things that need to be shed and removed in order for new things to be grown, in order for a new foundation to be grown. Because it feels like, you keep mourning, you keep worrying about the past, you keep stressing about the past, or the past has this hold on you that it's been tough for you to let go, even though it has been died off and it's ready to be let go and to be reborn again. It seems that you still have that complacency within yourself and needing to kind of, it's like you keep putting yourself through the same thing over and over and over again. And then we have, yeah, exactly, intent to create. So this is what stops you from taking action. This is what stops you from stepping into your masculine energy, and where, everything that you intend to create, you create, but this keeps you in this like, oh, I'm just looking at it, oh, I can't do this because of this. It's kind of like that victim mentality type of thing, but again, it's a need to work through that so that you can get up again, so that you can, so you can stop feeling the loss of your dreams. Where you feel like you didn't get to do something because of X, Y, and Z. It was because, I'm not this in my life because, I was in this relationship, or I had to give away my life into to do this, or, I was gonna do this, say, like, for instance, let's say, 5 years ago I was gonna go to college and I wanted to be this or that, but I couldn't because, I had a child, or I got married, or I got into this relationship that it prolonged this, blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of like that type of mentality. It's kind of that type of, roots and old things that need to be disregarded, that need to be moved. This is a warning not to give up. Beware of coasting along in a situation that is not what you really want. You will never be fulfilled by the unmet dreams of others. How can you redefine your dreams? How can you stop procrastinating? Finding self-nourishment, leaving dreams unrealized, feeling depleted, time for a deep rest, lack of motivation, holding back. Again, it's like you keep holding your back. Again, something from the past keeps holding you back, and this what has a hold on your foundation. Until you let this go, you will not be able to rebuild a new foundation. And that's the thing, is like, it's kind of like a phoenix. You need to let everything burn down in order for you to rebuild or to regrow again from that ashes. Surrender your desire to control people. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. And this talks about the same thing. And it's funny because you see how I pulled the cards for each pile, and all this coincides with each other. Is a need to let go of, again, is like that need is like, oh, I couldn't do this because of, this person, or I can't do this because, my mom or my dad don't support me, or I can't do this because I don't have nobody to help me with, with the baby. I can't do this because of blah, blah, blah. It's like there's a need to stop blaming the stuff around you, and it's time to kind of take initiative of your own things, because there's always a way. There is always a way if you let yourself to be helped from the divine. Again, the angels are around you wanting to help you, but again, it's like you need to let yourself be helped. And if you don't let yourself be helped, then they cannot intervene for you. They cannot bring situations or opportunities for you to take advantage of. And I feel like this also, a lot of, things from your past also sabotages a lot of your relationships. And so that's something also that you could also work on, because this also has a hold on your relationships. So this your root chakra definitely has a lot of clearing needing to do. And I think good thing you got the candles that I'll be creating for the full moon, because it kind of, the intention that I put for those candles is to clear a lot of things from the past and from the roots, or from the root chakra and from the foundations, in order for us to, feel more lighter and have more of a place to build, instead of keep building on gravel, if that makes sense. So now we're going on to your sacral chakra. So we have creation again. So there's sacral chakra was, balanced enough, but I feel like, you're not utilizing your power, you're not utilizing your co-creation, you're not utilizing your feminine energy to co-create with the universe. And this is why you got creation, because again, you don't know what to create, you don't know. And because this is the third eye chakra, and this is kind of goes in, not knowing or not being able to see what you need to create. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it makes sense. It's like, for instance, say you want well, it kind of comes back to the same thing, as not knowing what you want to do in life, not knowing what is your inner calm, not knowing what is it that fulfills you, not knowing how do you want to live within the next a year or 2 years. Once you sit down with yourself, knowing that what is it that you want to be, what is it that you want to have, knowing that you're getting your picture, your vision straight, you could start to create whatever it is that you want to create in your life, because you have a lot of sacral energy that wants to be used and that wants to be utilized in order for you to to build something. And because of this, it adds a lot of stress in your life, and it gives you that lack of that it gives you that lack mentality, that belief in scarcity, because you feel like whatever you don't have what it takes to build this, or you don't feel like you don't have the money to do something. And where that comes back to the lack of the belief of the lack of abundance, the lack of believing in your scarcity, because again, it all comes back to resentments, because the resentments go back to your root chakra. Because there's these resentment seeds that you still have in your root chakra, that then it starts kind of acting as a dominoes effect, over and over again. But again, you releasing your releasing the stress, releasing the resentments, and releasing your belief in scarcity can help you build a new life for you, can help you build a new reality for yourself, to help you build a new foundation. Something that because I feel like you want to be very independent, but there's a lot of things that hold you back, and a lot of this is back to your beliefs in money, to beliefs in self, to believe that that you don't have the resources in order to get this done. Exactly. Traveler, move in a different direction. You want to move in a different direction. You want something new. You want a new life. You want to, maybe even relocate yourself, or whatever this might be. But also, this is a reminder that in order for you to find your creation, or your inner call, or your destiny, or your north node, the only way you could do this is by traveling within your creation waters, by taking a swim in your feminine waters, and knowing what is it that you really want. What do you crave? What does your soul crave? What does your heart crave? Because it doesn't matter what other people tell you. Oh, you need to do this, or you should be working because you have a child, or you should be doing this because about X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? So it's like knowing what you know and what you want, but still doing whatever it takes to attain that, no matter what other things or the outside chaos or the outside people might be telling you in regards to this. So again, you have a lot of co-creation energy needing to be used, and that you are not using. You're basically sitting on it. So use it. Manifest with it. Try to start manifesting little things to kind of get your confidence boost up, and then start moving to bigger things. Start doing like monthly goals, like, hey, this month I'm gonna manifest say 2 clients, or I'm gonna manifest $100 more than what I get monthly, or whatever the case may be. Do some little things like that, and it's gonna help you gain the confidence, and it's gonna help you pull from this well of creation and feminine energy that you have not been using. So now we're gonna move on to your solar plexus. So your solar plexus comes with wisdom. Learn from spiritual experiences and surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Again, it comes back to, you see how it's, do you see the pattern? Once you start acknowledging the patterns and seeing the patterns within yourself, you'll start noticing the patterns outside of you. So again, there is a lot of wisdom that you have been learning. There's a lot of, there's been a lot of tough lessons in this lifetime for you. A lot of things that you had to learn for a spiritual experience, for a reason. But there's a need to bring in more joy, more clarity, more newness, more spirituality into your life, more purity into your life, meaning removing things that don't work for you no more, removing things that don't bring you the confidence, and removing the things that don't bring you light, removing the people who do not feed you light or don't bring any goodness or anything into your life, because that only leaves you again in that energy. Because again, if you're around people who always have this lack mentality or always have something to bitch about in life, then that's what you're gonna start getting comfortable with. And you need to surround yourself with people who are gonna push you, who are gonna say, damn, she's doing it, I want to do that too. But again, it's not seeing things not from a jealousy point, but from a optimistic point, from hey, fuck yeah, she's doing this, I want to do that too, how can I get there, more of a like a cheerleader type of thing. But again, it's like surrendering the know that miracles can happen in your life too. But again, there's two doves here. How can you bring this change or this transformation into your life? Again, healing. How can you heal your solar plexus? Because you're not believing in miracles in your life. You're not believing that things could occur in your life because, again, of your past. And it's totally understandable, because I was there in a certain point in my life again. But again, it all comes back to you. Again, knowing that you are a co-creator, knowing that you can co-create with the universe, knowing that you have your own power and you have your own wisdom that you can use to bring in a new beginning into your life. Okay, so maybe you want to look into dove synchronicity. I feel like that's something that you need to it's gonna help you and that you should look into. And there's also like a father wound here in your solar plexus. There's this father wound here. I feel like your father figure or a male in your life has taken your light. So it's time to take back your light. There is an energetic cord here that you need to call back your power. Since your solar plexus carries your power, this is where you pull from your strength. This is where you pull for courage. This is where you pull to take initiative. This is where you pull for that common sense in your life. But I feel like somebody has taken your power away and it's time to bring it back. So try to call back your power, because you already learned these lessons and it's like you keep repeating these lessons because you haven't called back your power. So try to call back your power, every night, at least every night for at least, for 2 weeks or for a week, say, at this moment in time, I call back my power from all your parallel universes, from all timelines, and from all people, and I call it back into myself now. And just saying those words of affirmation can definitely help you call back your power. All right, so we're going solar plexus. Now we're going into your heart chakra. So we have mystics. All right, whatever. I can't say it right now. So we got mysticism, and then we have autumn, release the old and rest, and surrender to effortless. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. And again, it's like a need to stop forging or forcing things to happen, because there's still a lot of things that you need to release in order for again, to bring in a new a flow, to bring in new energy, to bring in new foundations, to bring in new beginnings in your life. It's time to be more effortless in your life, because I feel like everything that you try to do or want to do in life is like you try to force your way in. See how the door right here is closed, but it's like you try to force your way in instead of kind of letting it open on its own. And that also comes back to fear of rejection. It is wise to be the observer. Do not respond until you are certain. The unknown is not easy, but it's no longer necessary to fear. Again, yeah, it all stems from fear. Am I ignoring my intuition? What I suspect is probably true. I must breathe. Ignoring signs, unknown motivation, intuitive knowing, fear of the unknown journey. Again, and the keywords for this card is intuition, courage, and uncharted. And where that's how I said, I feel like, whoever took your power away has left you in fear, a fear of the unknown, fear of, because again, look, the crow also talks about mystics, right? Of the unknown, of not knowing what's out there, the shadow aspects, the feminine energy. So not knowing what's lays in front of you kind of has you closing up your heart. So when you close up your heart, things cannot move effortlessly into your life, because your heart is closed, because it's close to the fear of not knowing what will happen, not knowing what this will bring, not knowing what the truth will bring, not knowing what this new opportunity will bring, not knowing what this new this urge that I'm getting to follow, it's gonna bring me. So I don't know what's gonna bring me, so I'm gonna stay here where I'm at because this is where I'm comfortable, right? But again, doing this does not let things move into your life effortlessly, and this is what makes things so rigid in your life right now. This is what makes things so slow, or creates a lot of obstacles in your life, because again, the door is closed. So what do you need to release in your life so that things can start coming in more effortlessly? Who do you need to release? What emotions do you need to release from your heart to help you open up your heart again? Because once you release this, you'll be able to rest and have things come into your life more effortlessly as a force of a river, if that makes sense. I just heard yes. So I don't know if you just said yes right now while watching this video, but I just heard yes. All right, so we got the heart chakra. So now we're moving into the throat chakra. So we have impartiality, impartiality. What? Impartiality. I don't know. I'm fucking butchering this. I don't know why I can't read right now. And this also comes back to your third eye. And then we have surrender, procrastination, warrior, be fearless and stand strong. So your throat chakra, what it's feeling right now, it's like you have a lot of fear and speaking your truth and speaking how you feel, even maybe telling your family members of what you believe in, and having fear of telling them and what you believe in. And the thing about that is that that's a spiritual lesson for you as well. Until you don't learn to speak your truth or speak your emotions, it's not gonna bring you your power, or it's not gonna help you stand in your power. It's not gonna help you have that courage to stand up for yourself, because I feel like you procrastinate too many things. And again, and this comes back to your sacral, since you procrastinate too much and are afraid of speaking or asking the universe for what you want. And it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's like on levels. And then it just brings all this fear into yourself. Take an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and to observe. Have you noticed that everything is about listening and observing? Listening, observing. If you take a step back from the present situation, what do you see? Can it be neutral? Neutral position, allowing things to unfold, standing in other shoes, uplifted communication. Again, it all comes back to, I feel like you speaking up for yourself, or, speaking, saying what you have been wanting to say for so long to certain people, to certain individuals, whatever the case may be. I feel like that is going to help you communicate better. and it's going to help you, stand more in your truth. Because there's a lot of fear right here that stems of speaking your truth, of saying how you really feel. So it seems like you always hide behind this mask. You always hide behind, maybe social media, where you cannot show your face, or where you cannot show the person who you really are, because you're afraid of speaking your own truth. You're afraid of fear of rejection. You have fear of persecution. You have fear of standing up for what you believe in. And there's a need to work on that, to bring back the balance in your third chakra, so that you can climb that stairs, climb that ladder. Things are not easy, again, climbing stairs are not easy. Everything takes steps and it takes time. But doing this is going to help you transcend, help you ascend in a matter of where you're no longer afraid of speaking your truth. So we got throat. Now we're going into the third eye. So the third eye, you got the most cards. So the third eye, you got growth, self-worth, and facade. Again, the facade, what I was talking about, hiding behind something. Hiding behind a persona that is not really you. Because, again, it's because you feel like you don't, it's kind of that imposter syndrome. And where you don't feel like you're not worthy enough to sit at the table, to sit on this chair, or to be in the limelight. Because, again, where you don't feel good enough, but it's like there's a need to work on your third eye, so your third eye could grow, so that your intuition could grow, so you're no longer seeing things through the smoke, so you can see things clearly, and where you could trust your intuition, trust what your intuition feels, trust what your intuition is feeling on the other side when you're wanting to have a peek on the other side. Because I get it sometimes, I want to know what's gonna happen in X, Y, and Z, and then it's like I kind of I feel what it's happening, but sometimes we want to look into it, right? But I feel like you need to work a lot on your intuition. And by working on your intuition, it's going to help you grow tremendously in this lifetime. Because your intuition is your greatest strength, is your greatest power. And again, it's time to go in within. Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny. Surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Beware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Again, it all comes back to your angel guardians. They're wanting to guide you. They're wanting to help you. They're wanting to give you messages. They're wanting to speak to you, wanting to encourage you. But they can't do this because there's too much going on around you. There's too much going on in your head. There's too much going on within you that it's like you can't hear it. You can't hear it because you're not tuning in. You haven't done any spiritual work. You have not worked on yourself. You have not taken the time to sit with yourself for a while, and where you could stand in stillness, stay in stillness, so that you could tune into your intuition, so that you could be aware of any gut feeling, so you could be aware of where these emotions or these things are stemming from. Because I could tell you all this, but in reality, only you know exactly where they are at. And by you taking a time to tune into your intuition or into your body, you will realize where all these energies are stuck in your body, and it's going to help you release all of that. But again, by you working on your intuition, it's going to help you remove the facade, especially if you're always questioning people's motives. It's going to help you, see the truth of people. It's going to help you have more self-worth and knowing that your manifestations are going to work because you have that trust in your intuition, right? So you have that trust in your intuition. So now you can move in the directions of any interactions that you please. And this is going to help you grow tremendously. And you're going to be able to remove those roots that have been in your heart and in your root chakra, so that you could grow and you could flourish and you could plant new seeds and plant those new seeds wherever that might be, or with whomever those seeds you want to grow with. So now with the Crown chakra, we have isolation. Druid, hold the space and surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Sorry, my throat chakra. It's getting a little feeling your throat chakra. Again, that always comes back to having that fear of speaking for yourself, of holding space for yourself, for your thoughts. Again, hermit, holding space for yourself. You need to hold space for yourself. You're always so caring and wanting to hold space for everybody else, but you don't do this for yourself. So it's time to hold space for yourself, to hold space for your own light, to hold space for your own thoughts. But again, it's observing your thoughts, not engaging in your thoughts, right? And it's very difficult, trust me, as an air sign, as Libras. I get this. I fucking totally get this, because sometimes I'm trying to meditate and all these fucking thoughts are running through my head, but I'm like, stop, just observe. Do not engage, you know? So it's kind of hard, but again, it's once you start doing it more I forgot, that word just went out of my head, but doing it more often is gonna help you from feeling isolated, because I feel you've been feeling isolated lately. And it's like, you know, your guides are saying, you know, you're ready for success, and it's like in your mind too, it's like you want success, you want to be successful in life. I'm sorry, my throat is really scratchy right now. Hold on, let me take a sip of my coffee. Try to work on your throat chakra, because this is a throat chakra card. Oh, and it kind of prevents you from speaking again your truth, from speaking what you want or desire in life. Do not wait for the right time to live your life. You are on the verge of something big, but if you don't participate, it could pass you by. Again, it's like you're ready to, like I was saying, it's like you want success. You keep looking in the mirror, or you keep looking at things, you know, maybe looking at social media profiles, looking at other people succeed. You've been looking at other people's gardens, but it's like, you know, but at the same time not attending to your own garden. As you've seen as you've seen here in the root chakra, your garden is ready to be clean, for you as a gardener to attend to your own garden, to remove all that does not work for you, so that the clouds and the storm and winter may leave, and that way spring could come in again, and that way you could, you know, feel rejuvenated, feel reborn, and build something new. Because your thoughts are always like, I want this, I want that. And as a Libra, you know, I get it. You know, I want clothes. I want this, you know, this pad. I want this house. I want, you know, have this job. I want this partnership. I want this family, or whatever the case may be. You know, it's like you want it, and you can have it. It's yours. But at the same time, it's like, are you feeling worthy enough of it? How is your worth? You know, what are you telling yourself that you feel like you're not worthy of it? Because there's you know, your guides want you to be successful, but again, how are you holding space for yourself in order for you to be successful in life? Sapphire does not know the difference between isolation and solitude. Do you? So again, isolation and solitude is not the same, okay? Isolation is isolating yourself in order to beat yourself down, to put yourself down, to talk nasty to yourself. And solitude is taking the time to honor yourself, to feed into yourself, to fill your cup, to regenerate yourself. So it is not the same thing. So again, try to realize, you know, am I isolating myself from my dreams, or am I actually in solitude and trying to, you know, gain a new truth, or trying to gain a new perspective? Because what perspective do you keep feeding yourself into? Self-protection, making excuses. How do you keep making excuses? Do you keep over preparing yourself but don't do anything in regards to it? Again, it all comes back to the when I said about the prayer, is where you again, hermit, and you know, druid, spending more time in prayer and meditation, but it's like spending more time in actually in action instead of daydreaming stuff, because there's a need to persevere through a lot of things. Like, you're so close to a breakthrough, but it's like all these things are coming up right now to so that you might cut them out indefinitely, so that when you walk through this new beginning, you don't carry this with you, and then nothing can, hurt this new beginning that is gonna about to come into your life. And it's like, because you're never feeling ready to take action. But again, it all comes back to the victim mentality type of situation. Well, it's because I don't have nobody to help me, and I can't do this, or I don't have the money to start this, or how can I start this? We all have to start somewhere. Even myself, I didn't have the help, I didn't have the money, I didn't have anything to start this business, but I started little by little. And that's the thing, and it has taken me almost 3 years to get to where I am now. But I am so glad I did it. I am so glad I took the first step, and everything starts with the first step. Everything starts with the initiative. Everything starts with the thought. Everything starts with that wanting. Everything starts with that desire. So once you have that first little seed, the next thing that you need to do is plant that seed. And once you plant that seed, the next thing to do is to nourish it, to, speak to it, to water it, to feed it. And how can you do that? It's by doing what you want to do. It's by, taking the next step. And you don't have to be fully prepared. You don't have to have everything, because at the end of the day, we have everything that we need within ourselves. Even though social media or people around us, or the way that we grew, teaches us or shows us that we need certain things to achieve certain things. In reality, we don't. All you need is that perspective and that want to be successful, and that's all you need. That's all you fucking need. That's all you need. All right. So that is your chakra reading. I hope it resonated. I hope it helped. I will start preparing your candle right now, and then I will send you updates in regards to your candle, and your candle will be burning, or will start to burn today. So yeah, if you have any feedbacks, comments, or anything, don't be afraid to reach out to me. And thank you so much again for reaching out to me, or for allowing me to hold space for you in these situations, because I know it's not easy, especially when we hear things that we don't want to hear. But again, when we're open to this healing information, we can transform our lives to something better, because I'm doing this out of a heart. I'm not doing this at a place of wanting to see people fail. I'm actually doing it at a place of wanting to see everybody succeed. So thank you so much for allowing me to hold space for you. I'm sending you so much love, so much healing energy, so much compassion, and so much love, girl. And I'll see you next time.